Today, Precarious plays
Zone of the Enders, the second runner. So it seems like until you defeat most elements of the ship, the back hatch closes.
Yeah.
And they're there to be destroyed. It'd be rude of me not to blow them up, right?
I mean, yeah, somebody worked very hard on putting those there, and I think that you're having yourself a fair bit of fun, so... yeah.
Like, I have to say that this is the start of, like, the segment of the game that I was talking about, because really, if those crushers killed you in one hit, this should kill you in one hit.
Yeah.
So this is like the start of like that downward trajectory on the difficulty curve, because that zero shift program is going to take effect fairly soon in the story, and I think that it might actually just be called Jehudi 2. I can't remember the name. There's a different name for what happens after Jehudi's zero shift program comes online.
I would just like to acknowledge that you have like perhaps the widest range of emotion of anyone that I get to see regularly, because not half an hour ago it was like, I'm gonna take this game out back
behind the woodshed,
and
we're going into the parking lot, sir,
and I'm gonna relieve it of some of its teeth, and then like, here we are. Hee hee. I love it.
Well, I want to say that, like, I feel a little guilty about it, because it's such an easy scene, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's not especially challenging. I keep making a lot of mistakes, and it keeps being fine. I keep plowing through battleships and their attached units with relative ease.
Well, you just went through some heavy shit. I think that you deserve a little bit of sort of painless joy.
Yeah, and I think that the designers kind of must have felt that way too.
Like, look at how much HUD they put on this. Like, it takes up the whole everything.
Yeah,
All of your being is transformed into this cannon. These cannons?
Something was targeting me. I think it is actually 6 separate cannons that spin in a ring.
Oh, God.
Which actually probably means it's probably closer to like a drill.
Yeah.
Oh, God. It's a drill that can pierce that.
Yay! I love those people. They're my favorite people. Oh, my goodness.
No, don't start talking about that. That is what I think it is.
I know, you know it is. You know that's what I want to talk about, but I will spare you.
Well, the reason is I'm procrastinating because I want to beat all of the battleships in this episode.
Yeah.
And then I just sort of want to call it quits. Maybe forever.
Just because now we have gotten to the happy part. We just had a couple of dramatic and good fights, nice cutscenes, a nice flight through the Martian atmosphere, and now we're just dropping ships out of the skies like it's no big. And then that was the end of the tale. And no one ever had to go home or do their taxes again.
And Dingo, he saved Ken, and she gave him a little smooch on the cheek, and it was very wholesome. And oopsie poops. Okay, homing missiles, go! I like the animation for homing missiles. Whoa, they're actually pretty strong, aren't they? I didn't remember that. Did you see that? That was rad.
I saw that.
No wonder they gave that to me. Here, let me show you again. Doop, 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 doop. Bye, homing missiles.
Oh, it's so fun.
Wow, those are pretty good.
So fun. Get out the way. Oh.
No, the close ones game. It's just this, I think, is where the game, its controls feel the best. Perhaps in the entire game, because it is when the game is at its most open. I think that the controls work best here. because there's not really anything for the camera to get caught on except for the battleships. And honestly, you don't have to get... Like, this is as close to the battleships as you ever have to be.
Yeah.
And see, it snapped right underneath the hull. No big deal. It's a shame because it doesn't leave a lot of room for one of my favorite core mechanics, which is bashing enemies against the walls. But it's a nice change of pace. I think alternating between environments like this and ones like the canyons at the start of the game,
Yeah.
probably that would be like the best. If there were like a fewer really crammed in areas,
Yeah.
I think that the ones that would be left, I think that they would make for a nice change of pace.
Yeah. Instead of just being frustrating.
Right.
Dude, look at the smoke coming off that shit.
I did that. That was me.
I know.
I put that there.
Good job, young man. That's awesome. Dude, how many more cannons do we get to fire?
I'm going to make sure to use it as often as possible.
So this is not just for this scene, you just have this now.
Yeah, I think you actually can keep it right up until the end of the game. What the hell, though? Do I need to... I suppose if I shoot all of the cannons off of this one first and then go back to the other one, that...
Should be a little easier.
Is that the designer's intent?
I don't know, but it should certainly work.
They're expensive, but they are really strong, those homing missiles. See, like, look at what it does to my energy.
Yeah.
It's basically like 2 fully charged shots. I wonder how it works. I wonder if it produces like 1 missile for every valid target on screen, or if it
Just has like a certain number and then tries to find a home for each of those.
if I tap it, it just does 2. And that's actually really economical, it looked like. Right?
Yeah.
Although it didn't actually seem to connect with that one very well.
Maybe it wasn't far away enough.
Okay. I think it might be because it has like a hat.
Hat?
Yeah, it's got a hat.
Oh, I see what you mean. The cannon has a hat. It has a sun hat to keep the rain of bullets from falling on its face. Got it.
But look at that. I think it went out and hit the ship.
Yeah.
But it just pierced that enemy's guard and wrecked it right up. So I'm pretty sure that all I have to do now is vector cannon both of these, and then we can end the episode on a incredibly high note. Also, I would like to remind you that vector traps, this is the same technology that in the first game it was used to very discreetly hide like a little like camera or something. You know? You remember that? How we had to get like a scope or some device that allowed us to see enemies hidden in vector traps.
Yeah.
And this one, it lets us warp in all of this extra equipment around Jehudi and then shoot down battleships.
I like this one better. I like this use better.
It's very Zoids. There's something about the vector cannon that's just very, very Zoids.
I don't know Zoids.
I think it's called Zoids. I'll have to double check, but it was on Toonami. Did you watch Toonami? Yeah,
No, I didn't watch Toonami, and that is my, like, I didn't have that, so.
The show that you're thinking of, or the show that I'm thinking of, I think that you would like it pretty well.
Yeah.
It had pretty smart use of 90s 3D, and then all of the 3D models were all the mechs, and then all of the characters were drawn by hand. And it is an anime that features a mech lion called Liger Zero.
This is beginning to sound familiar. I've never seen it, but I think that I've seen a Liger Zero toy.
Oops. I don't remember this. Hideo Kojima likes movies, so that may have been a Star Wars. One more. We'll do one more today.